Hey guys, Carl Hidalgo here from NoahDidPsych.com. Today's Midday Power is about how to set better goals, and even more importantly, how to include your intentions with those goals. Now, this is video 9 of my 30 videos in 30 days. Now, what do I mean by including your intentions with your goals? It's not just important, and it's not enough to just set goals, okay? That's the first step. And if you're setting goals, then you're ahead of the game, and that's definitely good. But what you want to really focus on is focus on the intentions, okay? Focus on the person you need to become in order to actually achieve those goals. So, I've written down 3 goals, okay? The first one is the most vague, and they become a little more clear and concise as you work your way down. So the first one is be more disciplined, okay? My goal in the future, near future, is to become more disciplined. Now, that's a good goal because that's going to foster a lot more growth, but the thing is, how do you really measure you being more disciplined? It's kind of vague, it's not really clear and concise, it's not very measurable. So although it might help and it'll get you on the right track, you want to become a little bit more lasered in, and you want to target your goals a little bit better. So another goal would be, I would like to lose weight. Okay, let's say you're trying to lose weight. Now, this is a little bit better than the first one because whether you lose 1 pound, 5 pounds, 10 pounds, you technically lost weight. So there's a starting point. You would go to the scale, measure yourself, and then however long after that, if you lost 1 pound, technically you met your goal, which is good. That's kind of one of those goals, it's like a kick-starting goal. It's like, okay, I want to lose a little bit of weight. I want to lose weight. And then you lose a pound or 2 and you're like, all right, cool. But you're easily satisfied because you didn't really set a very measurable goal. So next after that would be, I like to lose 10 pounds in 2 months. Now you have a very clear-cut goal, all right? You want to lose 10 pounds in exactly in 2 months, all right? So now you have to sit down, take the time to figure out, okay, is that one doable? What do I need to do to get to that point? It opens up a lot more opportunities for you to really dive into the whole process and figure out ways that you're going to get it done. So as you can see here, it's better to have more clear and concise goals. If you're just starting out, then, hey, I want to be more disciplined. That's good. That's fine. That's something that you want to keep in the back of your mind. That's something you want to have in your thought process because that's really going to help you. But as far as goals go, most often, not every single time, but most often, it's better to be a little bit more clear and concise. Now, like I said earlier, it's not just enough to have these goals because, yeah, lose 10 pounds in 2 months, that sounds great, but you're going to need things like willpower, determination, perseverance, and all those things are your intentions. Those are the characteristics and traits that you're going to have to develop in order to reach those goals. So on this side, and I suggest setting up all of your goals in this way. So you have your goals on one side, and on the other side you have the characteristics, traits, intentions, driving forces that are going to help you reach those goals. Okay, so like I said, being disciplined, kind of vague, all right? I mean, in order to be more disciplined, you have to be more disciplined. So as you can see, it kind of really doesn't help you to set those very vague goals. In fact, being disciplined is kind of more of a trait or characteristic you want to develop in order to reach your goals. I want to lose weight. What are some characteristics you're going to have to develop in order to do that? Well, you're going to have to be, you're going to have to develop perseverance. You're going to have to be determined. Okay. You're going to have to be decisive. Okay, making the decision to actually want to lose weight, as opposed to just thinking about it and putting it off. But okay, I'm going to decide to do this starting now. So those are a couple of traits. But as you get further down, like lose 10 pounds in 2 months, now you have even more, targeted qualities. If you're going to lose 10 pounds in 2 months, you're going to have to be consistent. Because here's the thing. If you just want to lose weight, okay, just want to lose a little bit of weight, you don't have to necessarily be consistent. Okay, you can have one day where you're just crushing it at the gym, or you're running, or you're eating really well, and then maybe you lost a pound, and then a day or two you eat like crap again, you don't work out, and then you're kind of fluctuating. Okay, so that's not necessarily consistency. You might be determined, you might have some perseverance, but you're not ultimately being consistent. So you want to lose exactly 10 pounds in 2 months, you're going to have to be consistent. You're going to have to be committed, because you might lose 5 pounds in 1 month, but that's not you reaching your goal. It's great, but you haven't really met that goal. So you're going to have to be more consistent and more committed to seeing it to the end. So setting goals isn't necessarily enough. It's really also developing those traits, intentions, and characteristics to help you grow as a person, so that once you develop these, in a way, developing these traits and personality characteristics are almost more important than actually reaching your goals, okay? Because once you develop these and you fulfill a goal or two, now you have the tool to reach other goals in life, okay? You might lose 10 pounds in 2 months, and that might be great, but maybe you want more after that. Because you develop these characteristics, now you can push yourself to go for bigger and better, and you can pick other areas in your life, and you have these tools now. So it's great to actually have your goals and to meet them, because that creates the momentum. But in reality, what you're trying to do is grow as a person and develop the qualities necessary to meet and reach those goals. So I hope that helped, and I hope you guys can reach some small goals. I have another video that talks about the difference between short-term goals versus long-term goals, and how gaining momentum is the best way to ultimately achieve those longer-term goals. Now, another thing I want to bring up real quick before I depart is, when you're setting goals in general, most people will give themselves more time than they actually need, okay? They give themselves a bigger cushion. And there's a law called Parkinson's Law, which states something along the lines of work will expand so as to fill the time given for its achievement. So in other words, if I want to fulfill a goal, whatever it might be, and I give myself 5-6 months to do it, or a whole year, I'm going to expand that amount of work for that 5 to 6 months, okay? Whereas if I set a goal for 2 to 3 months, there's a pretty good chance that I'll still be able to get that done. Okay, if you've ever waited till the last minute to do a paper or an exam or something, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You might have a whole semester to get that project done, but guess what? You probably did it in like 5 days. And you probably did a pretty decent job, because within that 5 days, you're focused, it's there. It's you know that you have to get that done. So you put everything else aside and you just will it, okay? You will it into existence. So when you're setting goals, use Parkinson's Law. Actually give yourself less time than you think you could actually do it in. Experiment with it, because you don't want to keep failing and then never ever get that confidence or that momentum. But try it once or twice. Pick a goal and give yourself a little bit less time than you think you could do it in. And I bet you'll be surprised as to your ability to actually get it done in that time frame. So thanks again, guys. Hope you liked the video. Comment, subscribe, thumbs up, and we'll talk soon. Take care.